What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I want to bring you a bit of an update video, really. And I know a lot of people are a bit nervous, a lot of people are worried. I've had tons of DMs, loads of people in my lives asking me about what is going on with the lawsuit and Uniswap. So I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to bring you up to speed with everything that's going on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this. It is slightly different, but probably worthwhile for the community to understand. Give it a like. Let's get to 50 likes on this video and let's jump into it. So if you don't know, the crypto exchange Uniswap hit with a class action lawsuit alleging wrongdoing. Developers can embed a Uniswap trading window in any app with one line of code, while a class action lawsuit alleges the exchange promotes unregistered securities. Now, here is the interesting thing for me where we kind of are with this. So everyone knows that like Uniswap, particularly in the kind of current DeFi space, is that loads of projects come on. There seems to be an increase in rug projects, or certainly malicious intent around some projects. And I think this is where the noise comes. There is a significant amount of money going missing, and there's a lot of communities and people left high and dry. So before we really get stuck into this, I wanted to kind of bring you just a bit of an update. You can see the market at 1.92 trillion, down 0.02%. And then when we look at Uniswap itself as a token, you can see here the number 24 token, down 3.47%, down at $9.34. Still with a heavy amount of volume going through it, but you can see the market in general is challenging. But yeah, number 24 is the Uniswap token. So what have we kind of got? Well, everyone seems to be covering it. You can see here, Uniswap Labs, the company behind Uniswap Exchange, along with its founder and backers, are culpable for losses that investors have incurred from fraudulent and worthless tokens trading on the platform, according to the proposed class action lawsuit. So again, here is my steer to it. Whenever you transact with Uniswap or do anything with Uniswap, it is purely a means of completing a transaction. So none of your tokens sit there. There's nothing in Uniswap. So if you're a holder, so loads of people have been asking me about what they should do with their tokens. That's got nothing to do with Uniswap. There's plenty of other swaps. Dojo Swap, Seifu Swap, Shirio Swap. There's loads of other swaps that you can use. Safe Moon Swap. That is similar to Uniswap, so you don't need to worry about your tokens. You're not going to lose any tokens, all right? So I want to make that really clear from the start. Now, what will this bring to the space? Well, this could be the change that a lot of people don't want, but at the same time, some people do want, because this will make swaps vet projects. So as an influencer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call me, it's important that when you get a project, you understand what it is. Who are the dev team? What are they planning to do? Are they legit? Because what you don't want to do is promote something that's a piece of shit. Now, touch wood, I haven't promoted a rug pull project on this platform. Some will say things like Mononoke, Shirio are slow rugs. They haven't officially rugged yet, but look, time will tell. But, you know, we've seen projects that put, you know, we saw one recently, Hospawise, 300k nearly, and then rugged on it. So it will bring a level of legislation, sanctions, and vetting processes. And I think this is where ultimately this is kind of what it's all about, is that they weren't vetting projects and that they were just launching them on it. Now, will this open the door into the Binance Smart Chain? Because that thing is absolutely insane about what you can launch on there, potentially. And I think this is where some people welcome it, because it means that we should have less rugs, less risky players in the space. Some people are a bit anti against it, but kind of talks through around fraudulent conduct by guaranteeing fees on all trades. So here's how Uniswap works. Whatever transaction happens, Uniswap gets their payment. Doesn't matter if that project rugs, doesn't matter if it's a legit project or not, Uniswap gets their payment. And I think it's that kind of blaseness to it that they're just like, okay, whack this project on it. As long as we get paid, who cares really about anyone else? And people have stood up. I believe it's two American guys that are going out. They singled out tokens offered between April the 5th and April the 4th, 2022. So just a year. These include Bezos Earth, Alpha Wolves Finance, Boom Baby.io, Rocket Bunny, Matrix Samurai, and Ethereum Max. Now, Ethereum Max was a big one. Tons of big celebrities. You see here, Floyd Mayweather, Kim Kardashian, and it was just a complete pump and dump. You'll see all these coming up on the screen right now, but complete pump and dump. So I think if you're in the space, certainly I know my community are, we don't generally go after these huge funded celebrity tokens, but at the same time, you know, there's tokens that people get into that end up getting rugged. Now, so here's the official document, and again, there is a lot in this document, and it's 68 pages long, and it takes us through a ton of stuff around what they want to do. And I've highlighted a few points. The defendants created, own, and manage what they refer to as Uniswap Protocol, or the exchange, one of the largest crypto exchanges. The action arises from their unlawful promotion, offer, and sale of unregistered securities on the exchange. So that's the first point. Point number 4, Uniswap has also enriched itself and other defendants through a fee structure that they have designed, created, and implemented on the exchange. So again, like I said, doesn't matter what the project does, they still get paid. And then we've talked about these projects that are kind of the shady ones that they're going to go after. And then finally, had the tokens been registered as required plaintiffs and class defined below, members would have received necessary and meaningful disclosure that would have enabled them to reliably assess the representations being made by the issuers and the riskiness of their investments. So what they're saying is that actually if they'd have done the job, they'd have told you that it was going to be a dodgy token anyway and that you probably shouldn't have invested in it. And I think ultimately that's where the conflict of interest comes with people that want regulation and sanctions and people that really want to keep it decentralized. But for the purpose of this, it's going to be a really interesting case that plays out. We're going to have to kind of see what it looks like. But for anyone invested right now, your tokens are safe. You don't need to worry about it. You can still transact on Uniswap. As at the minute, it is only in the initial parts, and it's probably going to take a long time for this to play out. It could be huge for the space. It could be a significant dent to Uniswap's pot in terms of cash, but we're going to have to wait and see what goes down. But let me know what you think in the comments down below about all of this kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.